Welcome to Reviewing the Ring. WWE will put it out there. I will review and get it back to you. Today, I'm looking at Raw. We kick off Raw with Strowman going up against Seth Rollins, which we knew was going to happen based on what went down on Raw last week. The match was fine, went about 10 minutes. Braun was the badass. Rollins used this flippy stuff to sort of play keep away for a little bit. In the end, Braun catches him, running power slam, 1, 2, 3, over. Now, post-match, Braun, not quite done with Rollins, continues to beat him up in the ring. This brings out Dean Ambrose, gives it a go, but in the end, Braun Strowman gives him a power slam for all of his troubles, and then the Bar come out to further destroy and put the boots to the Raw Tag Team Champions, and this is going to tie into something major further on down the line. And that's going to be followed up with a little bit of bad tonight between Elias and Titus O'Neil. Now, Titus hadn't been in the ring for a while. This match showed that he hadn't been in the ring for a while. These two didn't work that great together. Elias ends up getting the win. That's that. That brings us to Nia Jax going up against Mickie James with Alexa Bliss in Nia's corner. They're best friends again. We don't need to know why, because wrestling apparently. But everything in the match was fine. Mickie James actually looked like she was going to beat Nia Jax, causing Alexa to come in, get the interference. Mickie gets the win. But we at least coming into the TLC pay-per-view, Mickie James looks like a decent threat at least. An alright tag match followed with Jason Jordan and Matt Hardy going up against the Good Brothers. Apparently Jason Jordan is just going to be a Hardy boy now that Jeff is on the shelf with a torn up shoulder. In the end, the Good Brothers get the win, which they should. They're an established tag team. Matt and Jason are just put together, so Good Brothers getting a win. Good. Alright, Intercontinental Championship match time. The Miz Taraj come to the ring just like the Shield used to. Very Miz thing to do, fantastic. Roman Reigns comes out, whoops the hell out of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel right off the bat, making the match a basically one-on-one match from here on out. The match itself was great, it was fine, everything worked, and eventually the Miz is going to win by disqualification because the Bar come out and pull Roman Reigns out of the ring and whoop him. And this said butt whooping is going to continue into the ring where the Miz will join, and just like last week, Roman Reigns beaten down with the Bar and the Miz this time instead of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel like it was last week, doing the classic three-fist shield thing that they made famous. And then this is going to eventually lead to the ending of Raw, in which Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins are all standing together in the back, sort of like a little head nod. Nothing really said, but everything here is great. We get the Shield. Maybe it's going to be the Bar and Miz at TLC. We don't know. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas apparently might be just kicked to the curb in all this, but all of this was great throughout the night. Finn Balor promo follows, in which it is interrupted by Bray Wyatt claiming that Sister Abigail is coming back and wants to meet Finn Balor. They use some C-grade effects over Bray's face during this. So is it going to be like a demon form for Bray, but with Sister Abigail, even though Randy Orton burned her in the compound previously, but this is wrestling, that won't matter. So we'll see. Maybe it's a call-up from NXT. We just got to roll with this. Alright, moving on to some more bad. Bayley and Sasha Banks going up against Emma and Alicia Fox. The match felt cobbled together, nothing noteworthy. In the end, Bayley and Sasha Banks get the win. Alright, closing out Raw for the second week in a row, except for the little Shield reunion thing that happened at the very, very end. We have the Cruiserweights as the main event. Enzo comes out, does his thing, the entire Cruiserweight division comes out and may be going to confront him, but since they all whooped up on him last week, none of them can get title shots. Kurt Angle comes out and says he's got a major signing for 205 Live, and it is Kalisto. Wow, no reaction whatsoever. First of all, Kalisto should have been there the entire time, and then they just built it up in this way. The crowd didn't react to it. I know at home I didn't really react to it, but fine. Kalisto versus Enzo going forward. We'll take it. At least they're trying. So that was Raw. It felt like a roller coaster. There was some really, really good, and there was quite a bit of bad, but overall, not a bad show. We will probably remember this Raw for the very end segment with the Shield sort of nodding to each other and the rebirth of the Shield. Match of the night, I will go Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins. That led off the show. It was a good match. It was booked well. Everything about it was great. Then we come to the surprise of the night, and it even surprises me. And I am going to give it to Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Maybe this Sister Abigail stuff falls flat on its face, but maybe it doesn't. I can't knock Bray every single week for doing the same exact thing and then not give him some props for when something new is tried. So, surprise of the night to Bray and the Sister Abigail stuff moving forward. All right, time to slap a review on this week's offering of Raw, and I give it a 3 Naked Midians out of 5.